My future mother-in-law looked me dead in the eye and said, "Your parents don't belong at this wedding." Her sister added, "Be grateful he's even marrying you." She continued, "I've already invited my friends to take their seats." My father-in-law agreed, "Some people just don't fit our class." My fiancé sneered, "Listen to what my mom just said, she's always right. Now go back to your seat." I smiled sweetly and replied, "Perfect. Neither do you?" What happened next absolutely destroyed their perfect little world. I'm Ariana, 28F, and until 3 weeks ago, I was engaged to Jonas, 31M. We've been together for 3 years, engaged for the last 18 months, and despite some red flags I chose to ignore, I thought we were building something real together. His family, the Harrisons, were what you call old money, the kind of people who think their last name opens doors and their bank account makes them royalty. My parents, Harvey and Renee, are hardworking middle-class folks. Dad's a high school math teacher who's been at the same school for 25 years, and Mom manages a local veterinary clinic. They're the kind of people who taught me that respect is earned, not inherited, and that character matters more than cash flow. They saved for months to help with wedding expenses, despite Jonas's family insisting they'd handle everything. The warning signs were there from the beginning. Jonas's mother, Florence, had this way of speaking to me that felt like she was addressing the help. His father, Richard, would look right through me during family dinners. His aunt, Diane, Florence's sister, would make little comments about my quaint apartment or my adorable job as a social worker. But Jonas always dismissed my concerns, saying his family just needed time to warm up to me. The engagement party was the first real indicator of what I was dealing with. Florence announced the engagement to her friends before asking if my parents had even been told yet. When I mentioned that my parents wanted to contribute to the wedding costs, Richard literally laughed and said, "How sweet, but we wouldn't want them to strain themselves." But I loved Jonas, or at least I thought I did. He was charming, successful as a marketing executive, and when it was just the two of us, he made me feel like I was the only person in the world. So I pushed down my doubts and focused on planning what I hoped would be the happiest day of my life. His grandmother, Helen, was the only family member who had always been genuinely kind to me. She lived in a retirement community about an hour away and had attended several family gatherings, always making an effort to include me in conversations and ask about my work with genuine interest. The wedding was set for a Saturday in September at the exclusive Meadowbrook Country Club, a place so fancy they probably charged extra for breathing their air. Florence had taken over most of the planning, which I initially appreciated until I realized she was systematically excluding everything that mattered to me. My color preferences were too bold, my music choices were inappropriate, and my guest list was excessive for people of my background. The rehearsal dinner was held at the country club the night before the wedding. My parents had driven 3 hours to be there, wearing their best clothes and genuine smiles despite the obvious tension. Mom had even bought a new dress specifically for the occasion, navy blue with delicate beading that she'd been so excited to show me.